Hello everyone, welcome to the video on the first prototype of AgriBot. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the need for a solution in agriculture, innovation, technical specs, working, advantages, disadvantages and possible improvements in the next prototype. The agricultural sector contributed 55% to India's GDP in 1950 and around 15% in 2015. Back then, 60% of the population was dependent on agriculture, and even now we can find that almost half of the population still depends on agriculture, but the returns are low. It's hard to neglect the fact that agriculture is not becoming a profitable sector even though country's population still relies on it. As we can assume, this is due to the improbable problems an agriculturist comes through in his agricultural cycles. An idea of implementing modern technology which is being used in other sectors crossed my mind, and since then I have set out to look for technical supplies and applications and pondered over how we could put it into agriculture. I thought these problems could be illustrated more beneficially if I conduct a survey among farmers and collect the opinion regarding the same. It has helped me a lot in analyzing common problems which affect productivity, and it is still giving me a base to build the best fit solution. My basic idea is an interface which coordinates with incorporated technology to provide smart guidance to a farmer for a successful yield. Coming to AgriBot, it's a locomotive with attached modules which collects essential readings from different areas of the field, analyzes it, and provides guidance to farmer regarding crop choice and growth. The prototype has soil moisture, temperature, and humidity sensors and is able to give a brief based on these values. The prototype has two resistive soil moisture sensors attached in the front, which is bound to go deep into soil matter and collect moisture values. As of now, it gives out values in terms of percentage. It is attached to a servo which accommodates in setting the angle for insertion of the sensor. The ultrasonic sensor detects the proximity of possible obstacles which can obstruct its movement along the perimeter. It measures the distance in inches and centimeters. If the distance between the obstacle and the bot is less than 15 inches, it comes to a stop and asks the user to start over again. It is mounted on a clamp which is then attached to a servo determined to rotate 180 degrees for wide ranging. A temperature and humidity sensor is embedded within the body of the robot to take respective readings from the air. It shows temperature in Celsius and humidity in percentage. The LCD shows readings from the system and is also used for further interpretation. It is equipped with a Bluetooth module which has a frequency of 2.4 GHz and is used to communicate with the interface. To talk about the interface, it's a mobile app which is developed using MIT App Inventor, which works even in the lowest versions of Android. The interface takes readings from the bot through the Bluetooth module and analyzes it. For information, it looks into a pre-built database made using Google Firebase. It uploads user information to the database and also fetches details regarding crops, soil types, suitable growth steps, and other agricultural guidance and statistics. It then shows results and tips on increasing yield and optimizing the field for further use based on the values from the sensors. Coming to the working of the bot, there are several sections and each of them have a specific function. These sections are represented as screens in the walkthrough of the app. The first screen is the terms and conditions screen. It just gives assurance to the privacy of user details and other formalities. The next screen is the user details screen. In this screen, the user has to enter his or her details in the text boxes and gets to choose the kind of crops and soil type. This information is uploaded to the database and the app proceeds to the next screen. The following screen is the one which assists the user to connect to the Bluetooth module in the AgriBot. After connection, the user has to enter the area of the field while the bot asks for it. On receiving the area, the microcontroller processes it and gets the side of the field. Including the starting point, it has 8 checkpoints in which it stops and initiates insertion of the moisture sensor inside the soil. This continues until it reaches the last checkpoint, where it stops this analysis. It gives the mean average reading of all these values and sends it to the interface. Analysis by the bot is shown on the same screen throughout. The user then gets to enter the soil moisture, temperature, and humidity values from the result. This information is also uploaded to the database for further use. The next screen shows the results to the user by comparing and processing the readings with the information in the database. It has information regarding crop growth, measures, and other essential things to be kept in mind. Advantages of the current prototype may include making an agriculturist aware of an innovation coming up. We may be also able to raise them personally to know the peaks and troughs involved in an agriculture cycle. Prototyping my idea will help me work, develop, and implement insights I acquire from users who comment and recommend changes to it. A prototype isn't meant to be one without a couple of demerits or disadvantages. The current prototype deals only with soil moisture, temperature, and humidity readings, and these are not only the ones the whole agriculture system depends upon. It would be impractical for us to suggest a farmer to grow a particular crop only based on these values. The current prototype has sensors which we cannot rely upon because we do not have ample knowledge about the range, accuracy, and capacity. The mobile app has a very basic UI and is still undergoing development, so it cannot be used commercially. This model of the AgriBot is not strong enough to be used in the actual field. Talking about the improvements in the prototype, I would include pH probes, infrared sensors, and a stronger model for AgriBot. I would also like to work on the interface part and build a better database with more information and tips relating to agriculture. Shifting the development of the application into the Android Studio seems to be a necessity because I want to add more features into the app. Collecting opinions and insights from users will remain as a part of the process until we come up with the real AgriBot.